What's going on, YouTube? True Business Review back with another video today. Today, Mike will be talking about his free agents in 2021, where he thinks they're going, if he thinks they're going to be staying on his team, and we're going to talk about their contracts, the big name players, and even some of the smaller name players. So, starting things off, T.Y. Hilton is 30 years old, and he's going to be entering the last year of his 5-year, $65 million contract. He recently said that his next contract that he takes will be his last contract, and then he's going to retire from football, and he wants to be a Colt for life. He only played 10 games in 2019 because of injury struggles, but he was 2016's best receiver. He's looking to have a very productive year with his new quarterback, Phillip Rivers. Look for T.Y. Hilton to sign a 3 or 4 year extension to stay on the Colts for life. Next up is running back Leonard Fournette, who is 25 years old. The Jaguars recently said that they did not choose to exercise his 5th-year option. So that means they could have extended him for the 5th year and picked him up. But instead they said that they wanted to move forward with him in a different way. They're going to offer him another contract, they said, but it's debatable whether or not he's going to pick it up. I'd say there's probably a 65% chance he stays on the Jaguars, but running backs don't play forever, and he's in his prime at 25 years of age. I don't believe the Jaguars are going to have a good season at all. Their win total will most likely be under 6 games. Is Fournette content tanking the season and making good money but knowing he won't win? Or is he going to explore his other possibilities in free agency? In addition, on this team, the Jaguars have Chris Conley and D.D. Westbrook, both who are going to be free agents in 2021. I hope that this team goes 0-16, and I hope that every single Jaguar in free agency does their best to leave. I hope this team self-implodes. It'd be so funny. That's what happens when you get rid of Nick Foles, a Super Bowl MVP. Next up is Joe Mixon, a 23-year-old running back. Joe Mixon is so underrated. The fact that he's considered an elite running back is not showing enough of his talent. He has been playing for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's been consistently putting up numbers with debatably what has been the worst offensive line in the league over the past couple of years. I would not be shocked if Mixon remained a Bengal. They definitely won't be good this year, but they are heading in the right direction. If Burrow flounders this year and the Bengals' offense is a letdown, I would be shocked if he tries to stay. I remember a game, I think it was against the Ravens, where the Bengals had the ball on the 1-yard line, and Mixon kept trying to get in, but he couldn't. The offensive line was horrible. The Bengals' offensive line barely even counts. It's as if Mixon gets the ball, and then there's already a defensive lineman right in his face. But I'm sure the Bengals will offer him a nice contract, trying to get him and stay. But if the Bengals don't win over 5 games this year, and Joe Burrow's a letdown, their offense self-implodes, maybe A.J. Green gets hurt, look for Mixon to be a free agent searching for a new home. Now, here are 5 names of running backs who are going to stay on their team. Derrick Henry, James Conner, Chris Carson, Kenyon Drake, and Alvin Kamara. These are 5 elite running backs who should be content where they are. They all contribute to their team in a way that they're going to be looking at payday contracts or franchise tags. None of these players are going anywhere. It will be interesting to see, though, what Kamara will do if Drew Brees leaves this year. Some people think, including me, that this year might be a Super Bowl retirement campaign for Drew Brees. Meaning he'll make the playoffs and maybe he'll be like, oh, and if he wins the Super Bowl, he'll be like, oh, whatever, I'm going to try and retire. I've accomplished everything I needed to. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. However, I do not believe those 5 are going anywhere. Next up, Detroit wide receiver Kenny Golladay, 26 years of age. This might be one of the more interesting free agents. Matthew Stafford is injured last year, but when he was healthy, they lost some close games. They almost upset the Chiefs at home. I honestly think that the Lions could be the 2019 Titans and be this year's Cinderella story. Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback, in my opinion, that Kenny Golladay appreciates and has good chemistry with. But if Stafford is injured again, or this team chokes this season hard, Golladay may be looking for a new place to play. Another thing in question in Detroit is the coaching staff. So, I don't know. I know that there were some rumors that the coaching staff's not that great. So, if Golladay doesn't like that, he might be looking for reasons to leave as well. Next up is Cameron Hayward, defensive lineman from Pittsburgh. I would be shocked if Cameron Hayward tries to leave Pittsburgh. I do not know if Pittsburgh's going to be good this year. Obviously, the Ravens are probably going to win that division, but it all depends on whether or not Ben Roethlisberger is a franchise quarterback still. Cam Hayward's 31 years old, and if he sees their offense struggle to win games, it's going to be rough because the Pittsburgh defense is elite, and I think that Pittsburgh has one of the best defenses in the league. But with their offense floundering, I don't know what's going to happen. I think that Cameron Hayward's definitely going to stay in Pittsburgh and try and remain on one of the best defenses. It's going to be interesting to see how Pittsburgh manages this defense, though, because they have a lot of veteran players in this defense that are going to be looking for a payday. So some people might have to take pay cuts. Who knows who that's going to be. I look to see Cameron Hayward play in Pittsburgh for another year. One of the more interesting ones, along with Kenny Golladay, is Jalen Ramsey, cornerback, Los Angeles Rams. Obviously, he did everything he could to leave Jacksonville with Doug Marrone. Him and Doug Marrone obviously had issues. But with the Rams this year, I don't think the Rams are going to be as good as they were maybe 1 or 2 years ago. And I think they might even get they'll probably go 7-9, 8-8 maybe. So I hope to see Jalen Ramsey start more beef. I think it would be hilarious if Jalen Ramsey wants out, and I wouldn't blame him. Jalen Ramsey is a really good cornerback. He might be a little overrated, but he's still top 10 in the game. And I could easily see him saying, I want to go somewhere to win a Super Bowl. And I think that would be really funny because I think the Rams are going to do everything they can to try and keep him. But we know the antics that Jalen Ramsey can pull, and he might try and do his best to get out of Los Angeles. All right, those are the 2021 free agents that are going to be in a tough scenario next year in 2021. So looking ahead, there's the people that might be leaving their team. Hopefully they're not on your team because if they want to leave, those are all really good players, and you're going to be losing someone good. On the other hand, they're all going to be looking for paydays, so it's a little difficult to weigh the price versus the benefit. There's the 2021 free agents. There's definitely more free agents in 2021. I did not do all of them. So if you guys want to see more free agents that are going to be in 2021 free agents, let me know. I can also tell you guys what team I predict they're going to land on if they are a free agent in that scenario. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Drop a comment, a like, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.